All right, so we are doing, we're going to use algebra to solve word problems today. There's 3 different types of word problems. We're going to do 2 of them today. So our first type, there are 4 examples. I'm going to do 2, and then you're going to be responsible for the other 2. And then our type 2 with the perimeter of rectangles, I'm going to do probably the top 2, and then I believe you're going to do the bottom 3. Okay, so kind of doing half and half. Sound good? That's my plan for today. And hopefully you can get it all done before you leave and you don't have to have homework tonight. So let's start with finding 2 numbers. So the first thing we're going to have to do, there's a couple steps. You're going to have to declare your variables, okay? So use let statements to define our variable. Then we're going to translate into an equation using your let statements, and then we're going to solve. And then we're going to define our answer. We're going to show exactly what the problem is asking for. Okay, so word problems get word answers. So make sure we actually answer the question. Okay, using the words that they are using. There we go. All right, the larger of 2 numbers is 4 more than the smaller number. If the sum of the numbers is 74, find the numbers. Okay, so first we have to define our variables. Okay, so we have, what are we trying to find?
The larger or the smaller?
Well, both, yeah. We're trying to find 2 different numbers, right? One is larger and one is smaller. So we're going to let x equal, do you want it to be the larger number?
Yeah.
X is going to be the larger number. And then we're going to let's use y for the smaller number. So those are our let statements. Let x equals large, the number, and let y equal the small number. All right, so what do we know about these? We know the larger of the 2 numbers is 4 more than the smaller number. So my larger number is, so that means x is going to equal, the large number is what? 4 more than the smaller number. What does that mean, 4 more? What if I said, what's 4 more than 10?
14.
So what did you just do? You added, right? Sometimes it's easy. It helps to kind of do that in your head. So 4 more than a number, we'll actually make up numbers and see what happens. So if I said 4 more than 10, you would add. So if I'm doing 4 more than my small number, we're adding 4 to the small number, right? So small number plus 4. What else do we know? The sum is 74. What does sum mean?
Them together.
How? Adding together. Good. Sum means to add. So if I add the 2 numbers together, it's going to equal 74.
Is the one 70?
I don't know. I mean, we got lots of options. What about 72 and 68?
But the y has to be smaller.
Right? So let's see. Yeah, y is going to be smaller. So we have lots of options. How do we figure out exactly what's going to be? Okay, we're going to use something called substitution. We know technically what x equals, right? Right now, x equals y plus 4. So I'm going to replace this x with y plus 4. Y plus 4, that's my x, plus y equals 74. Okay, have you heard of substitution? This is technically what we're doing. We're using substitution. So we know what x is. X is y plus 4. So instead of x plus y, we're saying y plus 4 plus y. Because if I have only one variable, I can solve for it. Let's combine like terms. I can put y and y together. What's y plus y? It's 2y. So this is 2y plus 4 equals 74. Can you solve for y? Yeah, to do what? We're going to, subtract 4 first. So I have 2y equals, what is that, 70? Then we're going to divide by 2. So we get y equals 35. Is that my large number or my small number? That's my small number, right? So we have small number is 35. So what's my large number going to be? 4 more than that, which is what? 39. Good. So if I plugged it back in here, 35 plus 4, that gives me the 39. So that's what I know. That's how I know what x is equal to.
This is better than what we did yesterday.
Wow, I liked yesterday. I did.
Those were awful.
We good? Is that okay? All right, let's do another one. All right, the larger of two numbers is 6 less than twice the smaller number. If the sum of the numbers is 42, find the numbers. Do you want to use the same variables as last time? Yeah? Okay, so let's let x be the large number. And let's let y be our smaller number. All right, we have defined my variables. Now let's see what we know. The larger of the two numbers is, so right there, I know x is going to equal something. Does that make sense? Is equal to. So the larger is, so x is 6 less than twice the smaller number. What keywords kind of stick out to you? Twice sticks out, and 6 less sticks out. Good. So if I'm twice something, I'm going to, that is multiply. Good. So twice the smaller. If I'm 6 less than something, we're going to subtract 6. Good. If you did 6 minus 2y, is that okay or is that wrong? That's wrong. That is wrong. Yeah, that is not the same thing. 5 minus 2 is not 2 minus 5, right? Order matters with subtraction, so pay attention. If you're 6 less, you're taking 6 away from something, so you have to put the minus 6 on the end. All right, so be careful. All right, so we know that one. And the sum is 42, so how do we set that up? What is sum? What is sum? Adding. So if I say the sum of the numbers is 42, how do I show that as an equation? X plus y equals 42. If I add them together, it's going to equal 42. All right, just like last time, we're going to use substitution. I know what x equals. X is 2y minus 6, right? So we're going to take that and replace the x in the equation below it. So this x right here is going to get changed to 2y minus 6. Do we all understand why I'm doing that? Yes? So we have 2y minus 6, that's my x, plus y equals 42. Do we have any terms I can combine together? Yeah. What's 2y and y? 3y. We still have minus 6 equals 42. Add the 6. Good. So that gives me what? 48. Thank you. Divided by 3. What's 48 divided by 3? There you go. Good. So did I just find the small number or did I just find the large number? Good. We found the small number. So our small number is 16. How can I figure out what my large number is? There's two different ways. Yeah, there's two different ways. You have two equations you could plug it into, okay? And it really doesn't matter which one. You can plug it into the top, 2y minus 6. So if you want to do 2 times 16 minus 6, that works. You could also plug it into the one below it. X plus 16 equals 42. And then you can subtract 16 over. So pick whatever equation you want to. 26? 26? Are we getting 26? Yes? You should get 26. Good. So if you did the top equation, 2 times 16 minus 6 is 32 minus 6. If you use the bottom equation, x plus 16 equals 42. Subtract 16 over, and you get 26. So no matter which equation you choose to plug it back into, you'll get the same answer. So you got some options there.
Can we do the next one?
Yes, the next one is going to be all you. The larger of the two numbers is 7 less than 3 times the smaller number. If the sum of the numbers is 61, find the numbers. Make sure you define your variables. All right, for this problem, you should get a small number of what? 17 and a large number of 44. Okay, it said the large number is, so x equals 7 less than 3 times the small number. So 3 times is literally 3 times y. And then 7 less than that, we got to take 7 away. And then the sum, so them added together is 61. So when we set it up to solve, we're going to take 3y minus 7 and use that to replace the x. So 3y minus 7 plus y equals 61, which gives us 4y minus 7. Add that 7 over to get 68. And then divide by 4 to get your 17. And then to find the large number, you could plug it into either spot. I like this one. So x plus 17 equals 61. Subtract 17 over, and you get 44. Yes?
Where did the 4 come from?
Where did the 4 come from? I combined 3y and y together. Because this is x. And the x plus y. I changed x to be 3y minus 7. And then I combine like terms. Like up here, 2y and y gave me 3y right above it. And then above that one,
Is that just because, like, there's technically only 100?
yes. Yep. Yeah, up here, y plus y. Yeah, 1y plus 1y. Yep. Yep, there's a 1 in front of it. Yes.
How do you get 44 again?
44. I plugged it into the bottom equation, and I subtracted 17 from 61. And I got 44. So I moved it over. All right, I'm going to save that last one for you. I'm going to move down here. Type 2. All right, the length, we are doing perimeter of rectangles. Great if you know what a perimeter is. What's a perimeter? When you add together all the sides of something, right? Specifically with the rectangle, we have 2 widths, right? And we have 2 lengths. So if I add those all together, perimeter equals 2 lengths plus 2 widths, right? So that's the equation we're going to be using over and over again. Perimeter of a rectangle is 2 lengths plus 2 widths. All right, it's going to give me different pieces of the rectangle, and it might ask us to find the length. It might ask us to find the width. It might ask us to find the whole thing. All right, the length of a rectangle is 6 inches more than its width. If the perimeter of the rectangle is 24 inches, find its dimensions. Okay, well, these are all kind of nice when it comes to defining my variables. Can we all agree that L is going to be length and W is going to be width for all of them? For perimeter, that's pretty standard. Okay, so for all of these, we're going to use L for length, and we're going to use W for width for all these problems. Okay, length of a rectangle is, so right there that means L equals, right? That word is means to say equal to. 6 inches more than the width. So what am I going to do?
What's this?
6 inches more than the width. Just that statement looks like what? 6 plus W. My width plus 6 inches. 6 inches more than the width. My length is 6 inches more than the width. So you take your width and you add 6 inches to it. That's going to give you the length. The perimeter of the rectangle is 24. So that means if I do my 2 lengths and my 2 widths together, it needs to equal 24. Find its dimensions. So it wants to know what is my length and what is my width. Okay, so in the end, we're going to have to figure out length and we're going to have to figure out width. That is what it's asking me. I think that's all. Find its dimensions, dimensions, dimensions. Yep, that's true for all of these. All right, so we are going to use the same strategy we did before. We know L is W plus 6, right? So we're going to take this L and change it to W plus 6, okay? So guess what? The 2 is still there. So instead of 2 times L, we're doing 2 times W plus 6, because that's what L is equal to, right? Plus 2W equals 24. All right, who has an idea? What do you want to do? Yeah, distribute, good. So 2 times W, 2 times 6, 12. And then we still have plus 2W equals 24.
And add the 2W.
Yep, so 2W plus 2W is 4W plus 12 equals 24.
And subtract the 12.
Subtract my 12 over. So we get 4W equals 12, right? Because 24 minus 12 is 12. And then divide by 4. What's 12 divided by 4? 3. So what is the width of this rectangle? 3 what? Miles?
3
Inches. Good. So the width, whoop, come back. Stop it. The width is, 3 inches. There we go. Length is 9. How'd you get that? 6 plus 3. Good. Plugs it back into the top one. W plus 6. Well, now I know W is 3. So 3 plus 6 gives me a length of 9 inches. In the world of word problems, are we doing okay?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. We're going to do one more, and then I'm going to have you do 7, and then we'll see where we at. Number 6, the length of a rectangle is 5 inches more than 4 times its width. If the perimeter of the rectangle is 90 inches, find its dimensions. All right. So it's asking us to find length and width again. The length is, so we know L is going to equal something. What's it going to equal? Good. 5 plus 4W. Could you also say 4W plus 5? With adding, it's okay. You can go either way. 5 inches more than 4 times its width. So I'm going to do 4W and then plus 5. 4 times its width and then 5 more inches. The perimeter is 90 inches. So if I do my 2 lengths and my 2 widths together, it needs to equal 90 inches. All right, help me set it up.
Two. Wait, hold on. 2.
4W minus 5 times 4W plus 2W equals 90.
Very good. We knew L is 4W plus 5, so that's what we substituted in. All right, now what? Yeah. So when I distribute, what does that give me?
8W.
Plus 2W equals 90.
Good. Add the W's, and that gives me, good, minus 10 to 90, good. So we have 10W equals 80. Yep.
It's gonna be 8.
And then divide by 10, we get W equals 8. So what is that the length or the width?
That's the width.
It's the width. So what is the width of this rectangle? 8 inches. There you go. Don't forget.
It'd be 45, I believe, for the unit.
45. Do you want to plug it into the top one or the bottom one? Top one. So L equals 4 times 8 plus 5. 4 times 8 is 32.
It's 37.
Yeah. And then 32 plus 5 is 37. So 37 inches. Good. Still feeling okay? All right, I'm going to help you get the next one set up, and I'm going to let you finish it. The length of a rectangle is 3 centimeters less than twice its width. If the perimeter of the rectangle is 18 centimeters, find its dimensions. Okay, so let's set it up. What is my length going to equal? Good. 2W minus 3. How did you know to subtract this time? There we go. Yes, it says less than. Good. Less than twice its width. So 2W, take away 3. And what's the other equation you're going to use? There you go. All right, I'm going to stop. You're going to keep going. Length and width. Yeah, we should get a width of 4 centimeters and a length of 5 centimeters for this problem. So we take this L, it's going to get substituted in with 2W minus 3. So 2 times 2W minus 3 plus 2W equals 18. That gives me 4W minus 6 plus 2W equals 18. Combine like terms, that gives me 6W minus 6 equals 18. Add the 6 over, which is going to be 24. And then divide by 6, that's where we get W equals 4. Ah, okay. Yeah. And then I'm going to use our tap equation. I'm going to do L equals 2 times 4 minus 3. 2 times 4 is 8. And 8 minus 3 is 5. So I have a width of 4 centimeters and a length of 5 centimeters. Okay. I'm on the EOC, by the way. It does say find the dimensions, so I feel like they might be looking for this kind of an answer. If you saw like a 4 by 5, something like that, that technically is the dimension of the rectangle. So this is 4 centimeters by 5 centimeters. Like if you, I don't know if any of you buy wood, you probably don't. If you've ever heard of a 2 by 4, it's 2 inches by 4 inches. It's like the length and the width of the piece of wood. So it does say dimensions. I just want to point that out, that you might see it written like that on a test or something. Okay, so yes, whatever we did not do, you are responsible. So that's what, a whole 3 problems, I think? Sure. So you need to do number 4. Number 4 is all you. And then 8 and 9.